Welcome. Now I would like to greet our first resource person, Ms. Santoshi Rawat, with virtual Tulsi sapling. Ma'am, please. Santoshi, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
So, can I start?
Wait, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Wait, ma'am. Wait, ma'am. Wait, ma'am. Anji. So, Santoshi, ma'am, Santoshi Rawat, PE teachers who specialize in basketball and with her overall experience of 12 years has been as an assist to AIS Vasundhara 6. She has coached CBSE National Under 17 Girls in year 2018 and associated with AIS Vasundhara 6 since last 7 years and made the institution proud. And our next resource person, Mr. Welcome our second resource person, Mr. S.G. Thangal with virtual Tulsi sapling.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. S.G. Thangal, PET teacher and football coach with his outstanding contribution in Asian football coaching with overall experience of 9 years in his field. He is proudly associated with AIS Vasundhara 6 since last 7 years now and sincerely imparting, teaching and coaching young talents. So now I request our resource person to kindly take over.
Thank you so much, sir. It's my privilege to take this kind of session, those given by the Amity. First of all, I will start with small game. If everyone please open your cameras because it's a very hectic schedule from started from 9 a.m. to till it's going on. So I hope just one small game to see the smile on your faces. Just for hardly 2 minutes. Okay. So now everyone please listen my commands, right? Because we all are a sports person and we want to motivate our child, right? So first you will see, you go with my command, not with my actions. Okay, clap. Everyone clap. Come on. Clap, 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 clap. Stop. Stop. Why you are stop? I'm said na. It's only go with my words. Clap, 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 clap. Yes, Jain sir. Come on. Clap. Stop. Yes. Yes. Now you will go with my actions, not with my commands. Okay. Okay. Start. Stop. Stop. No one will be stopped. That means you will understand the game. So thank you so much. Thank you. Now see your smile in front of your screens. So good morning to all teachers present here. I, Santoshi Rawat, behalf of Amity Vasundhara 6, to welcome you all for Personal Development Planning 2021. Now I can share my screen. So let me start. So here I'm welcome you on behalf of Amity Vasundhara 6. Today I will share the topic in my PDP is physical education sports for children with special needs for class 12 theory. In this chapter we have 6 subtopics, those we discuss today's session. So in front of your screens you can see the first topic we have in this chapter, that is concept of disability and disorder. Next topic we have types of disability, its nature and causes. Third we have types of disorder, its nature and causes. Fourth we have disability etiquettes. Then next we have advantage of physical activities for children with special need. And last we have in this chapter, that is strategies to make physical activity accessible for children with special need. So here we'll start with the disability. A disability is a physical or mental condition that limits a person movements, senses and activities. Disability and impairment that may be cognitive, developmental, intellectual, mental, physical, sensory, or a combination of these that restrict everyday's activity. It may occur from birth or at the stage of life. In such condition, a person experiences inability or incompetency in performing any functional work by the body. The state of being unable to use a part your body properly, usually because of injury or diseases. So these complete topics to tell you what kind of disability in human being for especially for having. We have types of nature of disability. First we have, there are two types of disability. First is structural disability and second is functional disability. Structural disability, it is related to bony structure of the body. Generally, these are postural deformities. For example, kyphosis, lordosis, scoliosis, and many more. Such deformations of the body may be acquired or congenital. The second one, this is a functional disability. A functional disability is any long-term limitation in activity resulting from a condition or health problems. It can be categorized hearing impairment, visual impairment, motor impairment, organic impairment, and cognitive, intellectual, etc. First, we want to see what are the causes for disability. So, especially we have that the accident, road accident, natural disaster, falls, war, violence, and conflict can causes people to lose their eyesight, hearing, limb, or other parts of the body, causing disability. Injury. Even in the field of games and sports, athlete may fall and get injured, which may result into disability. Several sports like bike racing, cycling, football, horse riding, car racing, etc., we see athlete getting severely injured. Third, we have diseases. It's very important cause related to disability. Diseases such as arthritis, cancer, stroke.
Santoshi ma'am,
Yes, sir.
please play the PPT.
Sir is sharing, sir.
मैम बट स्लाइड इज सेम
आगे नहीं बढ़ रही है
हाँ आगे नहीं बढ़ रही है सर
And your voice is also breaking.
Maybe some network issues there.
Maybe, sir. Just wait a minute. It again. Sir, please tell me it's visible now. The first slide, Amity International School, Vasundhara 6.
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So after that, we have genetic disability. This is a very most important causes to see in disability, that is abnormalities in gene and genetic inheritance cause intellectual disability in children. Sometimes diseases, illness and overexposures to X-ray may causes genetic disorder. Next, improper prenatal care. It is important that a pregnant woman receive proper health care during pregnancy for a healthy birth. Smoking, use of drugs, drinking alcohol can causes intellectual disability to the child. Similarly, infection during pregnancy and exposed to the harmful chemical can severely affect the developing baby. Next, malnutrition. Malnutrition is a condition when children do not get proper diet and nutrition. Infants are likely to develop long-term disability if they are unnourished. It can be cause physical as well as mental disability, such as blindness, cognitive disability, and mental disability. For example, deficiency of calcium leads to malnutrition of the, especially for the vitamin A, cause blindness in the children. And last we have drugs addiction. So after this, I can share one video that will very understanding or helpful to understand the disability. Sorry, in my side some network issue I'm facing, so please patient. Sir, is visible the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Can you write with your feet? Can you paint with your mouth? Can you swim without any limbs? What if I show you people who can? So what exactly did you notice in these images? Did you notice their special ability? Or did you notice their disability? Disability is defined as the physical or mental condition that limits a person's movements, senses, or activities. But was there any limitation visible in those images? In today's world, we need to have a heart to look at the person and not their disability. They don't look normal and ordinary, but they have special skills which are extraordinary. Then why doubt their potential just by looking at them? An example of undying spirit is the very famous Helen Keller. Everything about her was extraordinary. Here are a few more people. These specially abled people, along with their skills and talent, teach us a lot of things. You may think, what can we learn from them? But they teach us that happiness is a state of mind and not the state of your body. They teach us that patience can get you through almost anything. And lastly, they teach us that you cannot judge a person just by their looks. There is a lot more to people with a missing part of their body and senses. These Paralympic images are examples of it. They symbolize sheer determination and a mindset to never give up. Let's pledge to never look down on them and instead lift them up morally to take them to greater heights. And the American company IBM Corporation is doing exactly the same. They are known to have a disability-friendly workplace. Also, they have the largest recruitment of specially abled employees, and we salute them for their effort. They have clearly set an example of how we can practically remove the word disability from our dictionary. So let's all do the same. One last thing to add here is that we all need to accept that disability can occur to anyone, and it's not always bad to be a misfit. Life is too short. Embrace it with whatever you have. Don't cry over a missing limb, but decide to make every limb count. If you know any
So I think you all are understand after to see this video, and this is very important to share to motivate a child for those having these kind of disability, because in every school having 1 and 2 students to facing this problem, but we all are as a MATN sports teacher to motivate our students to give their best, right? So after that, I will start with my next topic, that is concept of disorder. Disorder is an illness or dysfunctional factor that affect the physiology and psychology of an individual. Disorder refers to an illness and disrupt the individual functioning. Types and nature of disorder. Sir, is visible, right? The types and nature of disorder?
No, ma'am.
I think right now
Yes,
it's visible.
yeah, visible.
So,
It's visible.
yeah, thank you. So we have types and nature of disorder. First, we have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or we can say in a short form ADHD. Next, we have in this category sensory processing disorder. It's called SPD. Then third, we have autism spectrum disorder, ASD. Then next, optional deficit disorder, it's ODD. Then last, obsessive compulsive disorder. The first one is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. It is a group of behavioral symptoms that include inactiveness, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness. ADHD have difference in the part of their brain and control attention and activity. ADHD can found both in children and adults with varying symptoms. The major symptoms of ADHD is inattention. People with ADHD are easily distracted. They have trouble paying attention. It is difficult for them to focus on any one task. They are disorganized. Hyperactivity. They seem to move around constantly even in the situation in which it is not appropriate. Children with ADHD have trouble sitting still for even a short time. Teens and adults often feel restless and fatigued. They are not able to enjoy reading, listening, or other quiet movement. Impulsivity, they may talk too loud, laugh too loud, or become angry than the situation called for. They can't wait for their turn. Teen and adults make important decisions without considering the long time consequences. They may spend too much money or changes job often. The causes of ADHD, first is genetic. It is not a disorder that passes socially from one person to another. Studies show that parents, siblings, and children of people with ADHD may be up to 5 times more likely to have the disorder than the people who are not related to someone with ADHD. Brain injury. When a baby brain is damaged before or after birth, this could make the baby more likely to develop ADHD later on. Low birth weight. It is observed that children with low birth weight are more likely to develop ADHD. Trauma and brain diseases. Trauma during birth and brain diseases may lead to develop ADHD. Diet. There are a number of evidence which show that taking a particular type of food or food additives play a significant role is causing ADHD. Artificial food colors and sodium bondite have also been found to cause ADHD. Second disorder we have is sensory processing disorder. Sensory processing disorder is a condition in which the brain has difficulty in receiving and responding to the information that comes in through senses. It refers to the way the nervous system receives message from the senses and turn them into appropriate motor and behavioral responses. Sensory processing disorder may affect one or multiple senses as touch, sight, taste, or movement. Children with SPD are the high risk for many emotional, social, educational problems. Even they are unable to make friends. Symptoms of SPD. First is hypersensitivity. In this, the child gives extreme response to sudden fear. The child may produce other noises that seem to be influences to others. The child suffering from SPD may be distracted by background noises that others don't seem to hear. He remains fearful to surprises touches, avoid hugs and cuddling even with familiar adults. Even they are excessively fearful of swing, ride and playground equipments. They have poor balance, may fall often. Hyposensitivity. The child suffering from SPD with hyposensitive always tries to touch people or texture even when it is inappropriate to do so. They display clumsy and uncoordination movement, often harms other children while playing. They seem to be a thrill-seeking and can be dangerous at times. Causes of SPD, that is genetic factor. Children indicate that children born to adults who have autism spectrum disorder may be at the higher risk to develop SPD. Poor parental care. Low birth weight is also considered one of the cause of sensory processing disorder. Factors such as inadequate care during pregnancy or an infancy are also responsible for causing SPD. Third, we have autism spectrum disorder. Autism spectrum disorder is a neurological and developmental disorder that begins early in childhood and lasts throughout a person's life. It refers to a range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behavior, speech and non-verbal communication, as well as by unique strengths and differences. People with ASD might have problems like poor eye contact, lack facial expression, have specific food preference, etc. ADHD causes problem functioning in society, in schools, at work, or other areas of life. So now we have symptoms of ADHD. That is, first is communication problem. In this, child feel difficulty in communications and interacting with others. Second, repetitive behavior. Child shows repeatedly and different behavior like moving their bodies in different way. Unusual reaction. The shows unusual reaction to what they see, hear, smell, touch or taste. Causes are genetic and environmental, the same as it is in the last one. Second last we have ODD. Optional defect disorder is a set of group of behavior disorder called disruptive behavior disorder. It is a condition in which a child displays an ongoing pattern of anger, irritable mood, disobedient, hostile and deflect behavior directed towards people in authorities. The individual affected by this disorder usually rebel, argue with adults, refuse to obey and are obstinate. All children are optional from time to time, particularly when tired, hungry or stressed. The child activities often disturb his daily activity within the family and school. The causes of ODD is frequently display of bad temper, excessive argumentative behavior with elders, often questioning questions, blaming others for his or her mistake or misbehavior, revengeful attitude, means or selfish and hateful talking when upset. And the causes are of ADHD, it's biological or genetical factor, psychological factor, and social factor. Then next we have obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a type of mental illness that causes unwanted thoughts. To get rid of these thoughts, the person does the same task again and again. The people with obsessive compulsive disorder are unable to control their thoughts or activities even the short period of time. Common activities include washing hands frequently, counting of things, checking the door and electricity switches repeatedly to make sure it's really off or not, etc. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a chronic or long-term illness that can affect your life, relationship and limits your ability to work at home or school. Symptoms of OCD: fear and germs, unwanted, forbidden or prohibited thoughts, aggressive behavior, excessive cleanliness habits, arranging things in a particular or precise way, repeatedly checking on things, accumulation junk such as old newspaper or empty food containers. Now causes we have in OCD, it's genetic factor, biological factor, environmental factor and behavior factor. Now next we have to come in disability etiquettes. Disability etiquettes are sets of guidelines dealing specially with how to approach, behave with specially able person. And this is very important to know about all person because everyone want to show their etiquettes, especially for the disability person. First, we have talk directly. When talking with the person with disability, we should speak directly to them rather than through a companion or sign language or interpreter. Offer handshake. When we meet to person with disability, it is appropriate to offer a handshake. People with limited hands use or who wear artificial limb may offer handshake. Shaking hands with left hand it considered as an acceptable greeting. Introduce yourself. When meeting a person who is usually visually impaired, always explain or identify yourself. Explain yourself and others who may be with you. With covering a group, remember to identify a person whom are you talking. Ask before you help. If you want to offer an assistance to person with disability, wait until the offer is accepted. Then listen to or ask for instructions. Don't touch or lean on the wheelchair. Don't push or touch a person wheelchair. Leaning or hanging on to a wheelchair are similar to leaning or hanging onto a person and is generally considered as annoying. The chair is believed to the part of the person body. Listen them carefully. Listen attentively when you are speaking or talking with the person who has difficulty in speaking. Be patient and wait for the person to finish rather than correcting or interrupting them. Easy questions. Ask short questions if necessary, which are having short answers or nod or shake of a head. Never pretended to understand if you are having difficulty in doing so. Instead of repeating what you have understood and how the person to explain or responded. Now we have advantages of physical activities for children with special need. First, we have reduced level of anxiety, stress and depression. Yes, it's very, very important if we have the kind of child in our classes. So we have to see the reduced level of anxiety of the person. So we have to do it. Physical activity may help in reducing the level of anxiety, stress and depression of the child with disability. Improved social interaction. Physical activity improve ample opportunity for improving the social interaction among children with special needs. Social relationships are developing during involvement in physical activity. Better emotional and psychological health. Physical activities are beneficial for children with special needs because such activities improve psychological and emotional health. Cognitive benefits. Physical activities leads to cognitive skills improvement in children with disability. These activities allow them to discover and access strength that cannot be challenged in the classroom setting. Physical improvement. Regular involvement in physical education and sports can help them to develop better motor skills and enhance the physical health that helps individuals to fight back against problems such as obesity and the health complications that follow. Participation in physical activities help children with special needs to develop eye-hand coordination, flexibility, muscle strength, endurance, and even cardiovascular efficiency. Then last we have in this topic, that is strategies to make physical activity accessible for children with special needs. Adapted physical education is specially designed program of physical activities for special category people like physical challenge, handicapped, mental retard, blind, etc. Following are the strategies to make physical activities accessible for children with special need. Activities according to individual abilities. Physical education program for students with the disability are specially designed according to their abilities. Modify equipments. Equipments are specially designed and modified according to the individual needs of children with disability. Simple and easy rules. The physical activities for disabled persons should have simple and easy rules so that they can be motivated to participate safely and successfully. Participation under expert. Students with disability should always participate under expert observation with full safety measures. Medical checkup. If we want to make physical activity accessible for children with special needs, we need to understand the type of disability of children, and for this purpose, complete medical checkup of the children is required. Because without a complete medical checkup, the children of physical education cannot come to know about the type of disability child is facing. Activity based on interest. Physical activity must be based on interest, aptitude, ability, previous experience, and limitation of children with special need. The teachers of physical education should have deep knowledge of limitation, interest, and aptitude of children. Different instructional strategies. A variety of different structural strategies such as verbal, visual, or peer teaching should be used for performing various types of physical activities. By this, children get the opportunity to learn by their own and become independent. So here I can finish the complete all 6 topic. I want to share one video related to etiquettes. There we have A to Z of disability etiquettes in this video, and I hope you all are see what we want to do and what we don't.
Ask before you help. It's not always wanted. Be patient with.
Sir, is visible the video?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
How others communicate. Communicate naturally and with expressions. Don't ask intrusive questions. Communicate at eye level. Focus on the person, not their disability. Don't use patronising gestures like patting a head or shoulder. Host events in accessible spaces. Always respect a person's choices and independence. Avoid being judgmental. Keep paths and accessible car parks clear of barriers. Leave accessible toilets for people with disability. Don't move someone's wheelchair or assistive devices without permission. Never assume someone's access needs. Ask if you're not sure. Avoid offensive language about disability. Do not pat a service dog at work. Be committed to increasing quality of life for people with disabilities. Research disability and accessibility to be a better ally. Speak directly to the person with the disability. Give up your seat on public transport if someone else needs it. Never pretend to understand what a person is saying. It's okay to ask for clarification. Value the work of people with disability and encourage their input to society. Be willing to be flexible. See a person's X factor and not their limitations. Introduce yourself as you would with anyone else. Zip it. Not everyone wants to talk about their disability.
So I hope after to see this, we all understand what kind of etiquettes we have to show, especially for the front of the disability person. So now I have to share one MCQ paper in the chat box. Please go on. Everyone, please start the live quiz.
संतोषी मैम ये क्लिक नहीं हो पा रहा।
सॉरी सर,
इसमें जैसे टिक कर रहे हैं ना, जैसे हमने पहला क्वेश्चन दिया था,
हाँ जी,
इट्स नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग, एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा हूँ, एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा हूँ।
उसका लिंक आपको भेजना पड़ेगा मैम, आप स्टार्ट करोगे उसको क्लासिक में करके ना, फिर आप स्टार्ट करना है संतोषी मैम।
यस सर, यस सर, यस सर, यस सर। Now use this code.
मैम वो चैट विंडो में लिंक डालो।
Sure, sir. There are only 10 MCQ questions, those related to this chapter, and I hopeful everyone will participate and give their best.
संतोषी मैम वो चैट में नहीं आया है।
Sir, already Pratyush, Jayant, Vijay sir already started, entered in this. Please see the next one, the second one, link.
Ma'am, I have entered in. It's starting now.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
आई थिंक सभी का कंप्लीट हो गया होगा ये.
Yes, sir, I can stop, I think, here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Santoshi ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
And